Hello guys, today on the History of Aeonar, I'm going to be reading our 8th chapter, The Great Summoning. Now let's get into it. A few decades later, the Abyssins diffused from Atlas, leaving the still weak Septa Dumar from a couple chapters ago, inside to keep Atlas's form from dissipating. The Abyssins that were there were Septa Dumar, the Abyssin of Doomsday, Atlas, the Abyssin King of Chaos, Ragnagar, the Abyssin of Brimstone, Crystallion, the core of Septa Dumar, Skor, the Abyssin of Fire, Scowron, the Abyssin of the Undead, Blackron, the Abyssin Dragon of Death, Sakron, the Abyssin of Souls, Nightfall, the Abyssin of Night, Chargaroth, the Abyssin of Dread, and Zenus, the Abyssin of Abyss, Shade, the Abyssin of Shadow, Infernus, the Abyssin of Magma, and Mindion, the Abyssin of Illusions. These were all the Abyssins that gathered. Then all of the Abyssins except for Atlas and Zenus and Ragnagar blasted their power at one spot in front of them all. Then Zenus and Ragnagar started chanting a spell, the same one that summoned the 3 dragons. Atlas then fired the power of Terminus at the spot where everyone was firing at, and in a massive blast of black power, they had created a being called Yagath, the Abyssin of Flesh and Terror. All the Abyssins then fused back into Atlas except for Ragnagar. Yagath was nearly as powerful as Atlas. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Yagath was blasted with such power from Genesis and the Celestials that he nearly completely blew up. The Celestials were watching from afar and were waiting for the right moment to strike. Yagath regenerated himself and fired a soul flame laser at the Celestials, which killed several of them, but Yagath crumpled into a pile of flesh and bone that would float through space forever. The Abyssins knew that Yagath was still alive, but in a different form. A form that would still achieve his purpose. The Celestials thought that he was dead and left the scene, but this would be a fatal mistake for them. That's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'm out.